What's going on YouTube? It's Esco for Esco Kicks. We back at it with a Street Fighter battle. Try to do this short and sweet. This is for the 2026 Fragment Design Union LA Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG in the Varsity Red colorway. This sneaker came out on February 27, 2026. The SKU number is 107847002 Varsity Red colorway. Black, white, Varsity Red, Sport Royal. So I always, in the beginning, give you guys about 5 seconds to see if you guys can tell which one's the real just off of the box. So here's your 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see what you guys pick. It's very, very similar. The box is exactly almost identical. This is a clone version, I don't want to say, and for educational purposes, for you guys don't get got when you guys do buy the authentic pair, and don't get got when somebody tries to sell you a clone pair instead of the real pair. The real pair, I actually stood in the Union line for about 2 hours to get my ticket, and luckily they sent me the email so I can purchase the sneaker. So I'm very, very happy to get this sneaker, this Fragment Design. This is gonna go down in history, one of the best Jordan 1s, I believe. So let's see what's up. If you picked the right for the authentic, you are correct. The right is the authentic and the left is from Stockx Kicks VIP.com. Their information will be down in the description. Let's try to do this short and sweet. Straight off the bat, the boxes are very similar, almost identical. I would say you guys are gonna have to be very careful with this pair. With the naked eye, and they look practically the same, you know. I would say there's a similarity in there's a difference in the cardboard. The cardboard looks a lot sturdier on the Nike pair than the clone version. And the clone, I mean, it's coming real good. The only problem that I had was UPS squished my box. So it does have some squishes on the box, which kind of throws it off. But when they did send it, it was in pristine condition. So straight off the bat, I'm gonna put a picture of the label, because on this pair we would go straight off the bat looking for our RFID chip, and they actually do have the RFID chip on this. This one is from Stockx Kicks VIP.com. So man, this is gonna be a crazy one when people trying to sell this to people. This is the real, and it does have the RFID chip on both, so you guys be careful, man. Again, this box got squished, so it's not as clean as the real, but I bet you when they sent it, it was nice and pristine. So very similar. Again, this is the real, and this is the clone. The one thing that the real has, it has a stamp. A red stamp on the top next to the Nike swoosh. Let's see, the dimensions should be identical. 311 957 25 AJ 1HOGUF 18 330 times 235 times 120, and they look identical, man. I don't see any distinct things that you could point out. They're the same size. Everything's pretty legit, you know. So this is you gotta be careful because you could easily switch them out. So this is it's from Stockx Kicks VIP.com. They both have the light blue paper inside. This one's the real. I actually have the raffle ticket in here somewhere inside the box. So that off the bat, if you were getting a real pair, that's hard to tell right there. So the paper is identical. One thing that I would say is that the clone version, they don't come wrapped up. So straight off the bat, if you see that, that would be a red flag, you know. They also come with this card right here. But these come in the authentic when you buy from overseas, from China. So, but it doesn't have it in the real. So, not gonna go off of that. I'm trying to hurry up, do this short and sweet. I'm gonna take pictures of pinpoints that you guys should that I'm gonna put them side by side to see the differences of the real and the clone. I'm gonna take a picture of the serial code, fragment serial code, and the fragment stamp on the heel. Also the tag. The Union LA has it on both sides. Union LA. So that's the clone, and the real come wrapped up. So that's a big telltale sign that they could do an update, you know, and they could change that real quick, but the clones don't come wrapped up. So I'll take them both out. I like keeping my things crispy and pristine. I don't really like touching them unless I'm gonna actually wear them. So you guys are our sneaker family, so we're gonna do it. It has a YCM sticker on the box. Sorry about the distortion. And I'll take a picture of these stickers here and put them on the video when I do drop it. See, I'm not lying. I went to stand in line to get my ticket. This was my ticket to enter to the raffle and winning ticket. So I'm gonna leave it in the box as a memory. Nothing else inside the box. Just the YCM sticker. It's usually for special materials, you know. Sometimes they throw them in the box. I don't see it in the clone version. So side by side, That's the clone version of the authentic version. Let's get a good shot. And I'll try to take some pictures so you guys can get a better look at it, because sometimes the video distorts. But I don't even know where to start. It has so many distinct things. Union LA. This is the Urahara Japanese stitch that Chris Gibbs used on this silhouette. One big thing, I would say that it's more tight on the authentic. It's not as spaced out. This is the clone version. You see the Urahara stitch. It's a little bit more spaced out a little bit compared to the authentic. The authentic is a little bit more tight. Stitching. This is the real Fragment stamp, and it always touches the lightning bolt on the left, touches the line, and the right one also touches the line on the top. It touches there and it touches over here. That's the authentic. They're very, very similar. This suede that's on the collar, I think they almost got it spot on. It's a little less hairy than the authentic, I would say, on the collar, but you wouldn't be able to tell if someone had it on feet. It's a good suede that they used. The leather and everything looks great. They even got the yellow contrast on the leather, on the sides of the leather over here. It's very easy to mess up and mix them, but a lot of things, man. A lot of similarities. Even the tongue. The tongue feels a little bit, I would say, lighter on the authentic than the clone. It also has the stitch. So many things. It also has a serial code on the back here. This is the clone version. You can see it a little better on the clone version than the real. It's kind of hard to see right there. That's a way to authenticate, but they already has it on the clone, so you gotta be careful. I'm gonna put the size tag, take a picture and put it up on the video, because it's kind of hard to get it on the video, like with the camera. But these are the real the shoelaces. So it comes with extra shoelaces, and these are the authentic. But they also come with the clone, so the clone has them too. These are from the these are from the clone. And it's almost identical, man. Like, you would have to you see it's more embossed, the stamping on the clone neck compared to the authentic. There's more light. The clone has it embossed, like it's really stamped on there. That's how you, that's a very distinctive thing you would have to look for. Because look at the authentic. The authentic is a lot lighter stamped. So that's one way to tell. The cardboard is practically the same. See, it comes with the pair of white laces. This is the clone version. Comes with a wrapped up tissue paper inside. Let's pull these out. This is the real. It also has the tissue paper. And they're getting better at folding it, because sometimes it's just like a rolled up like a ball. Man, that's a good pair. I can't deny that clone pair is looking real good. This is the inside of the authentic. Again, I'm gonna take a picture of the size tag, put it up on the video around this time. Around the time of this, the same time that I'm telling you about it right now. The inside tape is small yellow tape. The stitching inside is pretty uniform. Let me show you this is the same shoe. Right and the right. That's really identical, man. I mean, maybe a little bit lighter white on the clone compared to the original. That's hella close, man. This is the back. QF6. It doesn't have no dream cell on it. Sometimes there's little pins right here, but I don't see it on this one. The Black Cats had it. He had like some little dots. I don't really see it on this. Let's see, the black might be, it's pretty good, man. The black is a little richer on the authentic compared to the clone. The clone's a little bit duller. But that looks spot on, man. It does look a little bit more darker, like the printing, the black printing, compared to the authentic, if you can see. Like it's a little lighter on the authentic compared to the clone. The clone has it darker, a lot darker black. So that's a big telltale sign right there. I'll take pictures of that as well. Let's see what else. Show you guys the Nike. This is the clone. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let people know about this channel. I always do real versus rep Street Fighter battles. And a lot of people like them, so you pretty much learn. Look at the foam on the top. On this one right here, this is the authentic. It's a little bit more thicker than the clone. The clone has the yellow foam on the top with the tongue, but it's a lot thinner. It's a lot thicker on the authentic. If you're wearing them, I don't think anybody could tell that you have a clone pair or a real pair. So One thing I'm telling you guys is the collar. I gotta keep checking the camera because it keeps going in and out. But it's a lot hairier on the suede, on the collar, on the authentic compared to the clone. It does have color change, which is really good, but it's a lot thicker on this. As you can see on the back too, the Urahara stitch, there's only 3 triangles on the tab here. On the clone, it has 4, almost 4. So that's a big telltale sign. Again, the inside also, the sticker inside is white. On the clone, it should be a little bit like a yellow contrast. And the stamp, this is the clone. They practically got it, but it's a little bit spaced. There's a little bit of space where there shouldn't be a space on the lightning bolts. On the tip right there, on the tip on this side. So that's a little bit of a telltale sign. You can't go off of the serial number on the side right here. And the Air Jordan as well, man. They practically got that. I wouldn't. If you guys see anything, please jot it down in the comments. Maybe like the color, like the red, but the red is pretty much on point, man. Even the blues. You see the collar over here. Collar is a little bit more spaced out on the clone, which is my left, compared to the authentic. It's a little bit more, how would I say, narrow. This one's more spaced out. But man, once you wear them, that kind of changes the shape and everything. But looking good, man. And this is the authentic, and I gotta be careful with it. Also, it comes tied up. The laces come tied up on the authentic like this. And the clones don't. The clone, the laces are loose. So, but that can easily be tied up and made to be similar, you know, so don't go off of that. So again, I would go off of the lightning bolts on the Fragment, the Urahara stitching on the side panel here, and the back tab right here. I would make sure those things. I wouldn't go out too much off of the serial number. The serial number is a lot, like it shows up more on the tag on the clone compared to the authentic. Again, this tag is a little bit more, feels a little bit lighter on the authentic. This one feels a little bit more thicker. But great pair. Let's see this. Sometimes the Nike right here, you'll see a different pattern. Right here it has little O's. Let's see the authentic real quick. Yeah, it looks different. The O's are a little bit smaller, a lot smaller. It does have the little O's going across. See if I can get that. This is the authentic. So dope pair. I'm also gonna do the black light real quick. And again, I'm gonna put the description down. This is for educational purposes. I'm gonna put the description down for if you if you want to cop a pair of the clones, you know. So let's do a quick black light, see if we see anything. You can see the stitching lights up on the black light on the Urahara stitching right there. Also, there's some on the stitching on the midsole, on the insole. I mean, there's it lights up with the black light. Also, it does on the stitching on the tongue. This is supposed to separate. The Urahara stitching is supposed to be like supposed to separate the materials, you know, because they use a different type of material on the tongue, on the tip, compared to the bottom half. So I just see those kind of things light up. I don't see any type of glue or different colors on the bottom, the footbed. This is the rail, so let's see the clone real quick. The clone has nothing, man. I don't see nothing. It also lights up on the stitching, lights up there too. Lights up on the tag, lights up on the tongue. So I wouldn't go off of the black light, man. Like I said, I would go off of the collar, the material on the collar, the tab of the stitching on the heel, the Union LA tag on the side here. I wouldn't go off of that. They look practically identical. So I would go off of the collar, the tab, and then the fragment stamp on the heel. And also I showed you the laces, the lace boxes. They're more embossed. The printing is more embossed on the clone compared to the authentic. There's little holes inside the footbed. There's only like one hole inside there. Let me see if I can get that. Right at the heel. And then the clone has two holes inside. Let's see if we can get that. It has two little holes on the footbed. So these are looking great, man. So if you guys want the description, want the info on where to cop the clone, go to the description. Please like, comment, subscribe. And I think we covered a lot, you know, so hopefully you guys get a pair. These are going to be, I'm telling you, these are going to go down in history. You can't go wrong with copying the fragments. They're legendary, so most precious blood of Jesus Christ, save us and the whole world. And Esco Kicks, we out.